ready to ride.
Hola, 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 mis amores, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo están haciendo? Espero que están teniendo un muy buen día y también un muy buen semana. Hi, 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 my loves. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day and a good week. So I'm back with another video. We took a look at the allegations that Cassie's friend was saying on paper, because she actually wrote a letter. She wrote a letter. She turned in the letter to officials describing her experience and what she experienced when it comes to how Diddy was accusing Cassie. Okay, well, in this video, we're going to take a look at the interview. She actually did a full-blown interview. All right. With NBC News. Now we can, or at least NBC News is covering it, and that's where we're going to be watching it from. But she actually did a full-blown interview talking about what she witnessed and her experience with Diddy and how she felt about the abuse that she witnessed with her own eyes. Right? It is literally insane. All right, like, I'm waiting for Diddy to be behind bars. This guy is so evil. He's the embodiment. He's the full embodiment of the devil. I'm fully convinced. I am fully convinced. And that doesn't mean he's the only one. All throughout the entertainment industry, all these males, they're cut out of the same cloth. All right. So let's take a look. Here.
Weeks alleging sexual assault and abuse, all of which he has denied. The first of those came from singer Cassie Ventura, known as Cassie, who accused Combs of sexual abuse and sex trafficking during the decade they were together. NBC's entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas spoke exclusively to a longtime friend of Cassie's who said she witnessed some troubling incidents. Chloe?
Good evening, Ellison. Singer-songwriter, activist Tiffany Red had been working with Cassie on an album when she first met Diddy and says that she witnessed him verbally abusing her friend. Following Cassie's settlement with Diddy, Red penned an open letter in Rolling Stone about her experience. She spoke to me about the events that she says traumatized her.
I don't think people understand what it's like to be traumatized by somebody famous and rich, because you can't get away from them.
Tiffany Red has written for the likes of Zendaya, Jason Derulo, and Jennifer Hudson. In 2015, she became friends with Cassie while writing songs for her album. At that point, Cassie and Diddy had been together for nearly 8 years. In a lawsuit Cassie filed last month, she detailed the abuse she says Diddy committed, including physical assault. Red says although she did not know about the alleged physical assault while working with Cassie, she did witness verbal abuse on more than one occasion, one of which took place during Cassie's 29th birthday in 2015. Red says Diddy showed up at karaoke, where Cassie and a group of friends were celebrating.
So he had her back into the corner, and he was like cussing her out with his hand in her face.
Later that night, Red, who was staying at Cassie's home, says she awoke.
She details that in the letter that she wrote to the authorities, and she goes into descriptive detail. Cassie was looking down at the floor. He just storms in because he had told her not to go to her own birthday party, and starts yelling at her. No room for her to even breathe, right? With security surrounding her, with his security surrounding her. I mean, it was heartbreaking. That like, I couldn't even imagine living like that. It's crazy. Oh, don't forget to smash that like button for me. Oh my gosh, forgot again. Don't forget to smash that like button for me. Smash that subscribe button for me. All right, thanks so much. Helps the channel so much.
To screaming.
He's standing in the like living room area, and she's there, and he was like, emotional singing. There you are. And I just was like, oh, he's talking to me. And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but like, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside. And I remember like looking in his eyes, and I said to him, what did y'all do? Because I could see that she was like really sedated. That was the first time I ever seen her like high before. And then he says, tell your girl she wants some birthday. And we were like, well, I mean, he's saying this to me, and I'm like, well, she doesn't have to have sex with you if she doesn't want to. He was upset. Like, you know, I guess that she didn't want to do with him whatever he wanted. I don't know. I don't feel like I could advocate for myself in that moment. Like, I realized, like, oh, this guy is dangerous.
Red says it was only a few months ago that Cassie told her what was really going on that night in 2015, that it all stemmed from the music executive wanting her to take part in what he called a freak-off against her will.
What did Cassie tell you about these freak-offs? You know, that he would hire these, like, sex workers, and, like, they would have, you know, sex with her or whatever, and he would watch and tell them what to do.
In her lawsuit, Cassie alleges she was forced to participate in freak-offs throughout her relationship with Diddy. Red learning recently one horrific detail from Cassie.
She told me the only time he was willing to do anything or work on her music, go through any plans, any of that, was when she had a freak off. So all of our music, all my work, to find out that like I spent all these years writing these songs for him to rape my friend to, like, is just disgusting.
In the lawsuit, Cassie detailed the physical.
That is vile, disgusting behavior. And just so y'all know, it's also illegal. It's the P word. You legally can't do that. That's literally illegal. If he ends up anywhere else other than buried below the jail cell itself, I would be shocked. Completely shocked.
Abuse she says Diddy committed, including an instance where she was put in a hotel room for days to heal. Red says Cassie recently told her about Diddy giving her a black eye before the premiere of her 2016 film, The Perfect Match.
I remember one time her telling me that, I think it might have been The Perfect Match, that movie that she was in, and she told me that she had a black eye under her makeup.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I mean, look at his rap sheet.
An attorney for Cassie declined to comment. Diddy's attorney did not respond. In 2015, Diddy was arrested on 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon and other charges for allegedly beating up his son's football coach. Prosecutors declined to file felony charges related to that arrest. 24 hours.
We covered that story too, y'all. We covered that story too. He went crazy and literally went in and assuaged his son's coach because his son wasn't good enough to actually play a role on the team. His son wasn't practicing enough, and his son just wasn't good enough, period. And there's just nothing the coach can do. If he's not in top physical shape in order to play in official games, well, he's not going to let him play, right? And he goes in and assuages the coach. Insane.
After Cassie filed her lawsuit, she and Diddy announced that they had reached an undisclosed settlement. Combs released a statement saying, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best." His lawyer adding that the settlement was, quote, "in no way an admission of wrongdoing."
I mean, I just feel like it's PR. He settled because he doesn't want to go to court.
Diddy's music career spans 3 decades, including 3 Grammy Awards and the creation of Bad Boy Records, representing artists from Mary J. Blige to the late Notorious B.I.G. In September, he was awarded MTV's Global Icon Award. But since the allegations surfaced, Hulu scrapped a reality series about his family, and the Recording Academy said they are considering to rescind his invite to this year's Grammys.
You know, I think a lot of people, especially in the black community, are, you know, I've seen the narrative of like, you know, they just trying to take a black man down, and it's just like, that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. This is about accountability and a reckoning. Like, that's just the bottom line.
As for what justice looks like,
I think justice looks like Diddy being behind bars. I also think that justice looks like everybody getting retribution for all of the things, the amount of therapy. Like I just said, all of the moments, the time, like, these are our careers.
And Chloe is back with us now. You hear her saying justice looks like Diddy behind bars. Is there a possibility that could still happen? Where does the criminal case stand?
So Cassie filed her federal civil suit here in New York, and the NYPD has come out and said that there is no investigation into Diddy right now. Now, that doesn't mean that the district attorney of Manhattan isn't looking into something, or perhaps investigations going on behind the scenes, but publicly, on the record, no such investigation has been confirmed. And also, there have been other lawsuits of some women coming forward with other similar accusations and allegations, and who knows if others might come forward as well.
Of course, Diddy has been hit with 3 to 4 more lawsuits. These lawsuits just keep coming. And one of the lawsuits he was hit with was SA of a minor, a 17-year-old. So it's not good. It's not good for Dusty Diddy out here. It is not looking good for Dusty Diddy out here. But y'all, let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button for me. Oh my gosh, I forgot again. Don't forget to smash that like button for me. Smash that subscribe button for me. All right. Thank you so much. Helps the channel so much. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.